This coconut fudge recipe is not only creamy and sweet, it's absolutely delicious. And it's also dairy-free, gluten-free, and it's paleo. Now this really is an incredibly simple recipe to make because it's simply all done in one pot. So to start off with, I've got a pot on the stove on a medium heat. So to that I'm going to add in half a cup of coconut oil. Now you could do this in the microwave, but it works better doing it in a pot, just so you can stir it better, because the next ingredient we're going to use is cocoa powder, and you really want to be able to stir that in as it's warming up. So I'm just going to place in that half a cup worth, followed by half a cup of almond butter. Now smooth or crunchy, it's up to you. And you don't have to use just almond butter, you can use like a mixed nut butter as well, it's up to you. It comes down to personal taste. And then on top of that, a quarter cup of maple syrup. And to enhance the flavour, just a pinch of salt. So while keeping it on a medium heat, we're just going to whisk it up just for a couple minutes until everything is completely dissolved and it's nice and smooth. Well, as smooth as you can get it, assuming you've used smooth almond butter, but you just want to make sure the cocoa powder is completely dissolved. And also, please do me a huge favour by joining my social network sites like Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below, as well as during this video. And don't forget to check out toddskitchen.com for my fantastic merchandise. And once you've got it to as smooth as you can possibly get it, you don't have to bring it up to a boil. We're simply stirring it until the cocoa powder is dissolved and everything is mixed up nicely. So once it's all nicely smooth, just take it straight off the heat. We don't actually need to cook anything. So now it's just a simple matter of pouring it into our container. Now with the measurements I'm using, you don't want to use a big container because you still want reasonably thick pieces. But with this recipe you can always double or even triple. So you can have a much larger container if you choose, or you can have thicker pieces or thinner pieces. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is just simply place this into the fridge for about 2 hours to completely set. Okay, so I've just taken it out of the fridge. Now I forgot to line it, but what I've done is I've just put it in some warm water for about 15 seconds. It'll just melt just the base, so it should just... Okay, so it's pretty unusual. I forget to do a particular step, but I have no problem admitting when I've made a mistake. So let it be a learning lesson. Just make sure you use some baking paper or parchment paper. Just line the container that you're putting the fudge in. So it's already cracked here, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cut it up anyway. So it's just a simple matter of cutting up your desired sizes of fudge. So once it's cut up, you're not going to notice that you've actually broken it in half, but of course you're not going to make my mistake now by not lining your baking tray. And now would you look at that, and it is very, very creamy, easy to bite into. Now my version has some nuts in it, but you can also do the smooth version if you like. It basically just comes down to texture, but it won't affect the taste. So it's not only a lot healthier, well far, far healthier than many other fudge recipes. The one thing that matters most is that it tastes simply delish.